What's going on, everyone? It's the Niskel. Welcome back to Separate Ways.
Put your hands where I can see them.
Sorry, but following a lady's lead just isn't my style.
Put them up now.
Bit of advice, try using knives next time. Works better for close encounters.
Leon. Long time no see.
Ada. So it is true.
True? About what?
You, working with Wesker.
I see you've been doing your homework.
Why, Ada?
What's it to you?
Why are you here? Why'd you show up like this?
See you around.
Ada!
Luis has succeeded in recovering the sample. He's waiting in the castle. Get in contact with him, ASAP.
Understood.
And that U.S. government lapdog, Leon. If you do happen to encounter him, put him out of commission. We can't let him interfere with our plans.
He has no idea what's going on. He's nothing we need to worry about.
He's a survivor of Raccoon City. We can do without the extra distraction. Take him out.
Leon.
Our new mission is to retrieve the sample. We've saved Luis Serra, he's got the sample, now we just need to meet up with him. He's all the way over there. Thankfully, nothing bad's gonna happen to him between now and then, right? Right? So this is based off one of the quickest chapters in the main game of Resident Evil 4. But before we head into that, check this out. The merchant's got some new goodies for you. Let's see what he has. He's got a brand new attaché case already, if you can believe. But there's one specific thing I'm looking for. I need a bit more cash, and we'll buy that attaché case, because there is a new weapon in this chapter, and I want it. But first we need the space for it. The bow gun. This is the best weapon Ada has at her disposal. Trust me, you want it, but you need the space. So you either get rid of all your other weapons and don't buy the attaché case, or you get the bow gun, or you get it later. The bow gun has its own specific ammo, the bow gun bolts. They take up 4 blocks, but they are explosive tipped. That's the best part about the bow gun. You're basically shooting grenades at a dude. That's what you want against bosses, against crowds of enemies. Say goodbye to your shotgun, because the bow gun completely obliterates them all. Now, you have the unfortunate side effect of, having an explosion really close to yourself, and yes, it does hurt, but it's still nice to have. And now for the main gimmick of this level. I've mentioned it's based on Chapter 3-3, which is the shortest chapter in Resident Evil 4. And this one is just about as short. You can just fly through this level. There is one handicap that it gives you. Basically, you are looking for the... That was an arrow that just flew past my head. Look at that guy over there. I don't want him doing that. Anyway, this level wants you to find the redcoats in this maze. They want you to at least take out a couple of them, because, believe it or not, the door is actually locked. So, as high as you can be, try to pick them out in the maze, and you'll have an easier time just flying through this level. And in fact, there's quite a few zealots that are just hanging out around the maze, just ready to ambush you when you turn around a corner. So it's good to have a high vantage point and then start taking them out. Ada just looked to her right. There's a guy right there, isn't there? Yep, totally called it. Thank God he wasn't paying attention. So, anyway, the bow gun. Don't worry about not getting the bowgun immediately at the beginning of this chapter. You don't need it just yet. And trust me, if you're playing the game like I am, and you're getting all the treasures, and you're selling everything, and you're getting the bigger attaché cases, by this point, you shouldn't have to get it. But eventually in this level, we'll have enough to buy it. So don't worry, we'll be getting it. We'll get back to it. Now, there's one funny thing I want to point out. And it only happens in the Wii version, at least to my knowledge. This Separate Ways is kind of held together with foam and caution tape. Because every time you start a new chapter, before it gives you, like, Mission 3 or whatever, there is a brief frame where you can see the game in its loading state. That means the cursor is in the middle of the screen, you have 000 ammo, and Ada's just sitting there at her starting position. It's kind of cool. Oh dear. And in fact, this has happened for almost every level since I've been editing these, and I talk over most of the main episodes just to make sure, I have all my notes straight and make sure I don't miss anything. It happens pretty much every time. In fact, here's a picture. That happened in this chapter, and in fact, if you're watching the playback, it probably won't show up because of YouTube kind of crushing the frames together. Anyway, you want to come and get the gold bangle with pearls. That's your main treasure of this chapter. Besides a couple more that you can get, but that's one of the ones you could miss. Ooh, hello. Every single one of these red coats is going to have a parasite, just like the main game. Now, kind of interesting. I have played Separate Ways in a bunch of different versions. I've played it through on the Wii version multiple times. I have never had a head muncher show up until this recording. They are extremely rare, if you can believe it, and they're all replaced with the bugs. So I'm going to count my blessings because I really hate the head munchers, because I'd rather take some damage versus an instant death. Especially when I'm trying to do, a nice and polished run, one that can be shown to the masses and makes it look like I know what I'm doing. There is your way to get out. Now, the door was originally locked, now it's unlocked. They're sending in more zealots to come and kill you. They know exactly where you are, by the way, so don't think you're just, ready to ambush them. No, they know exactly where you are, and they're coming with scythes. It's not going to be a good time, but at least you can get through now. Can't believe that worked. So, oh geez, they showed up fast. Alright. I'm glad you all came to me, because that just makes it a lot easier to burn you all alive. Secretly in the back of my mind, I just want Ada to be a sadist, even though she kind of is. At the beginning of this chapter, I like how she's a bit playful. Like, she's not supposed to be there. And if you missed that first cutscene where she saves Leon from Mendez, that's the first time you see her, is when she holds you up. That's kind of neat. So, you can either see her earlier or later, just depends on your playstyle. And just that cutscene, but their interactions were always good. Even Resident Evil 2, they had some great interactions. And hopefully in Resident Evil 2 Remake, they still have those interactions, but we'll see. But I really like the addition of talking with Wesker. That's who she's employed by. Need to get the sample. And all of a sudden, Wesker says, kill Leon. He's too much of a liability. He could get in our way. And I love how immediately Ada goes, he's not a problem. He doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't know what's going on in the grand scheme of things. Don't worry about him. That is an immediate defense of someone she finds fun, possibly charming. Oh, cool. As soon as the music goes away, you've killed everybody. There is nobody else who's going to show up in the maze. Now, don't immediately run off to the door. Leon has already gone through. He is on his way to meet up with Luis and eventually save Ashley. So we're basically falling behind him. We've got some stuff to pick up. So we already got the bangle with pearls. There's a few treasures on our way there. Nothing that's like collectibles-wise, like the beer stein or the elegant mask. We got this up here, which used to have handgun ammo in it, but now it has the elegant perfume bottle. That shows up in a completely different spot in the main game. So what replaced it? Anytime you can find bowgun bolts, take them with you anyway. Even if you have just like one slot just to save some, they actually sell pretty high with the merchant. even if you don't go for the bowgun, keep the ammo. Trust me on this. We would go through that door, but let's see what's on the other side. Because there's a shortcut that we know about, or at least we should know about. Let's see what happens when we go the opposite way. Oh, good. We got guys waiting for us. Alright. Oh, that was a nice shot. That was a heart shot. I don't think I ever mentioned in the Let's Play, but depending on where you shoot a dude, it can either deal less damage or more damage. For example, you shoot a guy in the hand and he's holding a weapon, he loses the weapon. Shoot a guy in the heart, it's an instant kill. Now that doesn't happen often, and I've had times where I clearly shot the guy in the heart, and Capcom said, no, you didn't. So, kind of finicky, but just know that the head and the heart are very good places to shoot a dude. Just like in real life. Because this is clearly a game grounded in reality. Yeah, let's take him out while we're here. Hello. Whoa, that didn't look good. I think we lost a head exploding effect. Okay, I was about to say, what? Can you please die? Please? I'm actually going to leave that parasite to die. As mentioned before, they die while out in the open air. And imagine that, we can't get through. So let's take the hook shot inside. Oh, be careful though. There's a guy waiting for you. Shoot him in the legs, hopefully? Okay, that'll work. Surprise, surprise! The hourglass with gold decor is in here. That's not where it was originally. In fact, we know where it's going to end up eventually. And this is where everything gets kinda mixed up. I love the fact that Ada can't open this door because plot. I'd like to think that it's because it's been like rusted shut and Leon is the only one who could kick it open. That makes a bit more sense to me. If Leon went ahead of us, he should have gotten the hourglass with gold decor. But there's another one. So now we gotta figure out what to do with this thing. Now, when I first played this and I saw that treasure, I thought, well, I could probably sell this. It's awesome. They gave me a free treasure just right here. You know, where all the extra treasures were. That's awesome. Cool, I'll sell it. You can't. And I'll show that a bit later. There's at least one more dude around here. And I love how daring the merchant is around here. He will be right in fire of a bunch of different enemies. I don't think you can buy from him when there's an enemy nearby. And I do like that small detail where Ada is always commenting on why certain doors are no longer available to open. She's like, oh, well, it's not opening. How weird. Yeah, the game says you can't go through, so you can't. Sorry. Here's where you would get that shortcut in Resident Evil 4. You eventually would take Ashley back through here to get a free broken butterfly. But here, the merchant's here. To say hi, I guess. He made his way from the hedge maze to here. Which, thank God, because we've been getting a lot of cash. I think it's time to buy some firepower. And this is where you want to get it. Trust me.
Got a selection of what are you selling?
Oh, yeah. What do we need? 70,000? I think we can get it. There's that. There's that.
Thank you.
I need a little more.
Is that all?
Don't worry. It's
What are
fine.
you buying?
I can sell the bowgun bolts. We'll get more. But I've got to rearrange a couple things. I'll be right back. There we go. Perfect. Thankfully, the bowgun isn't huge. I mean, it's pretty big. It's 15 squares, I think. That's not too bad when you have the large attaché case.
You.
We're in business.
Back anytime.
Now I just need to find some bowgun bolts. The reason I say you want to have it now is we are coming up to a mini-boss. You're going to want firepower. Trust me. Oh, and they still have guards on duty. Ooh, they've got plenty of guards on duty. They got a red coat, they got archers, and I think one guy's firing where he thinks we are, which is very bold of him. Oh, no! That hurts. That hurts my pride more than anything. I saw him coming, and I couldn't shoot him fast enough. Yeah, I think we should use that. Yeah, we get an increase of health. It's fine. I just wish I could have saved that, because I'm trying not to get hit too much, because I do want to save a lot of the healing items. That's kind of like one of the staples for what I like to do during Resident Evil Let's Plays, is not use first aid sprays. No matter what mode I'm in, unless I'm, like, in deep shit, which happens in some of the game modes in this game. I just don't like using them. It feels kind of like cheating, and I know I'm better than that. Anyway, this has already been opened up. Leon's been through here already. How much has he been through here? Well, the chest is open. Well, perfect. I don't think this trap is going to fall anytime soon. Because it's already triggered, right? It's already been triggered, right? Yeah, we can't use this. Yeah, it's been placed in something. Crap. Well, I know what we gotta do. But does that mean it'll trigger again? There's no way. Of course there's a way. That same trap has been triggered. The same garador is going to come down. Leon, you lucky son of a bitch. You managed to get out of here without getting killed. Immediately throw a hand grenade if you have one to take off one of the locks. You do not want to be in here with that garador. As from the first time we've done this during the main game. You can put in the hourglass, and that unlocks the door. Now get out of here as soon as you can! These archers, man, they suck. Make sure they can't see, and get out of here. That garador is right on my tail, I think. And back here, come back here for 3 bowgun bolts for free. Oh my god, I ran out of space again. There we go. And now to explain how good the bowgun is. You want to make sure that all your adversaries are far away. Well, no better time like the present. Check this out. Aim and fire, and it blows up just like a grenade blast. It is that powerful. And we've run out of ammo because I sold the rest to buy the weapon. Please die. Yes! Oh my god, I didn't think that would work. Oh, that makes me feel good. So there's a good example of how good the bowgun is. 3 arrows, and that guy was more than halfway dead. We managed to kill him with the TMP for the rest. That's a good feeling. And when bosses come up, that's another reason to have the bowgun. It just works so well. And especially when you see tons of dudes running towards you, fire 1 bowgun bolt, all of a sudden you have a clear path. Oh my god, there's so many parasites around here. I've never seen this many parasites show up in the same chapter, even. And they're all the same guy. I'm glad they made the head munchers more rare in this chapter. You know, I'm just glad for a lot of things. Let's get out of here. Now, I wonder what Leon is. We should be catching up with him here soon. Wait, do you hear that?
Leon, I'm sorry, but I can't be seen with you.
Bit too late for that, aren't you? I can't be seen with you, and yet I spent an entire moment with you, Leon. But unfortunately, we can't be seen together. I really don't understand that. And I love this. I love this little effect right here. It's a little bit of behind the scenes on trying to figure out something, but take a look at Leon go. And watch him go. In fact, this is an invisible wall. It's basically like putting up a mirror in a magic show. That entire scene is being played on essentially a separate track. So you can't shoot Leon, you can't help him out with any of the guys, He's just gonna run on by and continuously be attacked. In fact, he will continuously be attacked until you move on. This is your chance to get ahead of Leon and go meet Louis Serra. Because we can't go through here, this place is still locked. Another small thing, by the way, beware of an ambush. Yep, there they are already. And there's also guys behind you and coming from the side. I'm glad that guy ran into the fire. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they come up really quickly, so be careful. Oh, good. I've been ambushed by that so many times, and the thing is, the guys are coming through the door, and I'm trying to stop them, but I get ambushed from the back. But here, I like this. So you don't go over and get all of Leon's items, and so the game developers aren't caught with their red hands, you know, seeing how that's basically an invisible wall with perks. They make it so that Ada has second thoughts and be like, you know what, I probably shouldn't be seen by him. That would be a great idea. Anyway, we have made it. There isn't too much here on the sidelines. There's a couple things in the ceiling, a few other things that you can pick up. But we're done. Through this door, we finally get to meet up with Louis Serra again. Finally get the sample, but listen. There's somebody else in here. I wonder if we can see her. No, she's just out of frame. You can barely see where Ashley is. Anyway, let's go meet up.
Leon! I got it. Louis!
Now that I have the sample, you serve me no purpose.
Sadler!
My boy Salazar will make sure you follow the same fate.
Stay with me, Louis. I am a researcher, hired by Sadler. He found out what I was up to.
Don't talk.
Here. It should suppress growth of the parasite. The sample. Sadler took it. You have to get it back. Louis! Louis!
I found Louise. Unfortunately, a bit too late.
Did you retrieve the sample?
No, Sadler has it.
There will be another time. Have you had a chance to eliminate Leon?
Not yet.
If that's the case, then maybe we can capitalize on his little lucky streak. Take advantage of the distraction he is causing for Sadler and his followers to retrieve the sample.
Ah, yes. We'll use Leon, then kill him. Sounds like a perfect plan, Wesker. Rest in peace, Louis Serra. I miss you already. Again.
Jack Krauser has been the subject of extensive study and research by the organization. His skills and personality have been tested both on and off the battlefield. If he weren't the best, he would become a liability that would jeopardize the rest of us. My conclusion? He's a great soldier. No more, no less. As long as he's well compensated, he shouldn't cause any problems for us. If he does start to get restless, I can take care of him. I've studied his combat style and can deal with that arm of his if necessary. Krauser answers directly to Wesker, and it was Wesker who decided that Krauser should be sent to spy on the cult. He also decided to send me along. I wonder if it wasn't to keep an eye on Krauser. No doubt, Krauser has already fallen to the temptation of Las Plagas and the power they represent. This could have dire consequences for the organization. On some level, however, this may be a necessary development, as his role is to disrupt this farce of a play. That said, the stage and its players will ultimately come crashing down in the end. Bad luck for him. But he'll play the patsy in the end and take the fall for all of us. That's why I need to make sure things keep going exactly as they are.
Ooh, now Krauser's entered the story. So we are done with the castle and we're already on the island. Next time on Separate Ways. Maybe we should have a little chit-chat with Krauser. You know, see what's going on, talk about the plan, maybe get the sample. Who knows? I'll see you guys next time.